Let's see, we got some Hexarchy competitive multiplayer and a 5-person queue. I feel like I should recognize the frog profile picture. Oh, on Tube. They changed their profile picture. That's why I wasn't recognizing them. And along with 3 Steam default profile pictures. Whenever I play competitive multiplayer in relatively small communities, I worry that I get to like a pub stomp skill level pretty quickly and early on when I'm practicing. So when I run into new players, oh, I'm playing random this week as Rome, has the abilities of all roads lead to Rome, and they get to build a ton of stuff with potentially one of the best civ cards in the game. Like when I run into new players uh, when doing competitive multiplayer, I'm always worried that I'm a little bit too good at pub stomping and shutting people down. So I might be turning people off from the game for good if I run into them. Always has me worried to double up double firewood in the opening hand means maximum card redraw of 7 hammers going into this. Rome has got a lot of good resources around it, but that's basically the only thing good going for this specific starting location. As there's only going to get like 2, maybe three hammer locations out of this. And I'm got right next to Russia. With 5 people in the queue on this side of the map, there's going to be at most a single bot, more likely 0. The warrior's not going to help. Let's get an animal pasture going. This food is going to make a settler if I draw it next turn free. Fishing. I burned scout both wood and warrior, so I don't think I'm going to get access to anything else. I don't even think I hold on to hunter-gatherers. I think I just redraw the next hand, not being able to justify burning anything and wanting another settler to use the food out of it. But spending those 2 hammers to advance the science tech tree for just 1 turn, we'll see if that's a good idea or filling up 2 extra cards into the draw pile is a bad idea. The Moscow's right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a cavalry rush catches 1 or both of us. I do have horses, so if I get the... There's a crazy line where I actually draw into horseback riding. Okay, so I'd have to get 2, 6, 8. That's possible, but unlikely. That's crazy. But there's enough new profile pictures. I don't think I want to try murder hitting the potential. I have no idea who's playing what in this round, so if this is a new player, I don't want to try murdering them that quickly. I feel the need to hold back against when I don't recognize new profile pictures because I'm worried that I scare people off the game long term. I did in theory get agriculture, but not in the right way. Yeah, this is another redraw hand for next turn. I was talking a bit too much, and I wasn't going to be able to get it because horseback riding was too deep into the deck. Now, this is Statue of Zeus threatening levels. Now I think I have to actually fight Russia for real. Either of us gets Statue of Zeus going, then crazy intense game. Here's the statue. I'd have to get both a mine and a forge, which is possible. Okay, there's foraging. And then foraging onto this one gets an extra card draw from the gold. It's gonna take too long to get the fishing hut. Should actually hold this here for line of sight until the very end of the turn. Possible to get a mine this turn? Yeah, I've got to build the harbor. Currently looking like no. I would like to get access to this hut, but I don't think it's going to be fast enough. Stone is nice. I'm going to be able to sell even more for more card draw here. This is now getting a settler every single turn. So there's the mining. Mine. Anything in this hand? No. So infrastructure on the mine. If I put it on the marble? Yeah, I put it on the marble to get Statue of Zeus next turn. Can I get one more iron? Wait, actually I'm going to get Statue of Zeus automatically, so like this, get the iron, hold on to that. Iron workings in the discard pile. Okay with this. This is fine. Not going to be able to afford the stone. Statue of Zeus advantage is fundamentally Russia wins late game wars. That's like the whole point of Cossacks, their unique units. Like you just can't win a late game fight against Russia. So if you're going to be in this situation, you got to go as soon as possible. Ooh, this is the perfect draw for aggression. Absolutely the perfect draw for it. I do need 3 science this turn, 6 hammers. Can I even get that? Harbors drawing a lot of cards to burn them. Ooh, I got one of them. Mobilize is no longer useful. I'm getting Statue of Zeus this turn because no one else built it, so here's the statue. On double marble. Who needs the culture the most? Yikes, that's some really expensive culture, actually. I think Naples is actually the safest city right now. And, like, this is like a great lighthouse space, so let's try here. And then I'm not going to be able to afford getting out a swordsman. I need 2 more hammers. I need 1 more hammer for swordsman. I'm going to have to buy the stone for it. Ooh. Sell the charge. No. I really burn infrastructure and strength. Okay, I can burn strength. This hurts a lot. This is like the reason to play Rome, but hey. Game winning. Swordsman. Charge. Send it. This is like exactly why I'm worried I might be like toxic to play against, because like this type of aggression is like one of like uniquely my playstyle things. Like I'm good at doing I'm maybe not the best at doing a go into a corner and ooh, they got the swordsman defense. Okay, I don't feel that bad anymore. But now we got like this is like double threaten time. I didn't get the best look at Novgorod. Okay, stone. Oh, yikes. This is like the best spot for a city, but like China's threatening it. The triple food tile? More harbors is the play, honestly. Like, this has to be defended, this has to be defended. I don't need warehouses Rome. Mine onto iron is like the best tile right now. Do I have any good foraging spots? I do. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. I can sell this. All the good units are in the deck, so let's draw. That's like good long-term play. I don't want to stay here for very long. I want all of these cards is the problem. Yeah, go on defense right now. So, Stone, Axeman, defend Rome. I'm losing the turn advantage, so defend. Spearman, defend Ksume. Feels weird. There's a chance that China can get one over me on me. Naples Archer. Berserker Archer. Do I have stone? I bought the stone somewhere else. 6 is too expensive. Burn you. Wow, I don't have a library online yet. That's painful. So the science is turning gold into hammers effectively. Antium is potentially my best city right now. And I haven't been able to defend it against the China player. Yeah, I've not been able to defend this. Getting the archer into position on Shanghai is valuable. Yeah, I had to defend both of those cities. The Russia player has movement priority, although they don't have the Statue of Zeus advantage, so I have to keep this defense on Rome, but I can put the pressure onto Moscow. Antium needs a unit this turn. I'm only getting 1 iron, but iron's actually really cheap. The problem is that's China. Oh man, this is a real fighting game. So fight here. Here, honestly, I think I actually want this settler like really close by, almost as a scout. This is a super valuable spot actually that Shanghai is. Like, so I lose a late game against Russia, but like this is potentially the most valuable spot on the map right now. Ooh, okay. Berserker. Do I have another Berserker spot? That feels like a weird promotion, but it's an option. Tactics into the other promotion. Like, this 1 iron mine actually isn't enough, and it's like somewhat concerning that China has access to so much iron. So I can get an extra build per turn. So Antium here, make sure to defend the iron mine, then this is me playing defense more than anything else. Do I even want... No, I burned the pasture, so threaten, defend. Hope that's enough. It probably isn't. I mean, 1 more turn to fortify does get the defense I'm looking for. There. Yeah, Berserker on the Legionnaire, it's a thing. Now, why not? Charge the Legionnaire. There. This is like Rome's unique feature is getting the hammers out from the roads. The fact I had to burn infrastructure for an early game play hurts a lot. Now fighting a 2-front war without information because I don't have line of sight onto Russia's cities, but both of us are still within striking distance of each other. Oh, ooh, that super early Hagia Sophia is concerning. That's a ton of wonders coming through, wow. So at this point, Arabia wins by default unless I can get a ton of victory points on the board by... Ooh, I got lucky. I got Shanghai. Well, there's a bunch of victory points from the Holy Site, and this is a really good city, actually. Thebes is undefended because they weren't expecting it. I think I legitimately want the settler not built because 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not getting line of sight. 1, 2, 3, 4. I still won't get line of sight if I build the city there. Although the settler's free every single turn. Okay. So first of all, take Shanghai. That's huge. This is telling me that that Beijing's, like, the China player is relatively weak. Like, they either got unlucky or underestimated me. So going for Beijing is probably the most powerful play I can go for right now. If I can get double charges, I'll be in an amazing spot. Stone, that's why the libraries have been so expensive. This Axeman makes sense on a trade. Russia has the turn advantage. Okay. Can I even forage a food tile? I need a forage on a food tile right now. You're blocking it. Shoot. I think I'm just gonna have to take the settler loss. Play the food out. Ooh, they buffed the Axeman. That's actually problematic. If you're claiming that, it's unlikely you're doing a barracks play. If I can get... Ooh, boy. I'm actually really lacking on food right now. Construction into granary just to get more units out. Legionnaire. Use the Legionnaire to attack with. Keep the other two defensive safe. Archer, shoot, and then flank attack is actually really nice. Berserker, Temple, getting this out. I'm saturated in the harbors. Can I even afford to? If I can get 2 spaces to city, that's wonderful. Boom. Am I saturated on mines? I'm saturated on mines. I would like to get this lumber mill out, but I don't think I've got any cards to burn for it. I'm gonna get settler next turn. Everything's dealt with. Fighting a 2.5 front war, Egypt can come through and cause problems at any moment. Hopefully they're scared rather than aggressive, as this 5-person lobby is very violent. Okay, what they build, that is a horseman. Okay, Russia is the big threat. France Great Wall. I'm losing a solitaire build-up game to Arabia on the other side of the map. But I think I can win this war against Russia. I'm like getting favorable trades right now. And I've got a production advantage from the city's positioning, even if I'm struggling with food. Okay, Beijing has the timing advantage here. I'm not going to be able to take this, which is a problem because China 100% wants to take back Shanghai. They have to like win this fight twice effectively. Ooh. Okay. Archer advantage. They're not going to be able to survive that. Flank bonus. This guy's not going to be able to get anywhere before the melee attacks come through. Is this space even important? It is from a barracks play perspective. They're playing so aggressive they might have practice on barrackses. Ravina is struggling, but that's okay. This is a spot for a city, although it's highly aggressively placed. I'm kind of okay with that. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, I'm losing all these units here. I can't, unless I get... I can get all the way up to Shield Wall. That would be amazing. I think that's legitimately the play right now. Takes too long. 2, 3, 4, 5. This gets everything except the last bit. I need 1 more for iron. Yeah, okay, so Spearman, Defense, Arentium. Yeah, it's worth it to take this just to shut down barracks plays. They now have to charge in order to get through that. So this, I'm actually going for Shield Wall. Which one do I Shield Wall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can kill one of these units, but not both. Sell, draw, charge. Charge is actually really nice here. So here, boom, charge, attack, shoot, guarantee, get flank from it. Settler. Frankly, Settler as Scout is crazy valuable right now. Education to secularism is going to be huge going forward for next turn. It takes too long. More Roma. I have to get lucky for that shield wall to take Beijing. This gets a flank attack on a Berserker, but if they built a unit, there's like no way that's coming through. Yeah, the swordsman died. And here I was, almost not going to record this game, thinking it would, it wasn't going to be exciting. Going all over the place. Controlling the horse pasture is actually huge. Yeah, this guy isn't able to take Beijing, but it's close. Oh man, it takes Beijing? No way. Egypt for the win? Egypt gave me the city? With the Berserker in case there's another... Oh no, it doesn't survive! And Novgorod is getting pushed in by French culture. I'm losing to a solitaire game on the other side, but like I'm currently getting lucky with Egypt fighting here, but Shanghai and Ravenna are forked by Thebes having defenses on them right now. Shanghai can't actually afford it. Yeah. This is the downside of large games of Hexarchy like this. Someone on the other side of the map who doesn't have to deal with a multi-front war tends to have the big advantage going into it. Secularism honestly takes too long here. Yeah, like there just isn't going to be enough games. Someone's already above 80 victory points, I think. Yeah, university's too slow. I don't need you. There's 2 charges for 2 units. One of them gets through, so this likely gets to Beijing. Okay. Settler. Frankly, here is the only spot that gets the vision bonus. Too slow. Shield wall is huge for getting Beijing pressure. Shanghai, honestly, I'm going to be losing one of these cities. I'm okay with that. Swordsman goes first. I need to... How expensive is the iron? Very. Buy this. Legionnaire goes second. Charge you. Force march you. Conquistador you because you go second. 1, 2. Or anywhere that can get multiple cities. Yes, this is going to eventually get 4 cities. Move up the archer defensively. Preemptive. Wow, I've got so many hammers to work with. I just played out my turn without really looking ahead of time. That's on me. Okay. Archer attack here. One of the spears attacks. Because I've got an archer covering this, I can move you up preemptively. This is too slow. Oh, exactly one of you. Engineering. Actually, gunpowder charge. Ooh, I'm 1 point too little. Get rid of the spearmen, no longer useful. Okay, charge the musket. See if I can get Novgorod if they underdefend it, which is relatively likely because who expects that right now? Hagia Sophia's off the field. Food's too expensive. Shanghai is losing that, but victory point comes through if I drop this on Naples. So I'm likely getting a second place unless this conquistador somehow does a ton, grabs Beijing for me. But I'm feeling pretty good about managing to take on the 2-front war, despite me being concerned about shutting down new players because of so many the Steam default profiles. It's not 100% of the time that Steam default profile, someone who hasn't taken the time to customize their video game profile, isn't good at the game, but it requires effort and practice in order to improve, and if you're not putting in the efforts to customize Steam, you're probably not putting the effort in order to practice. So let's see what happened. Ooh, Egypt didn't actually do anything with the horse archer, so there's a chance that I don't get Beijing. I was kind of hoping that Egypt would give me the freebie. Oh, they got a knight on Beijing. That's huge. Yeah, Moscow got, like, hemmed in. Oh, France even stole their hanging gardens? That's painful. Okay, it was worth a shot. Did I not even get the conquistador space from that guy? Huh. Ooh, Egypt didn't find the charge. But I think either France or Arabia won. Arabia from the Hagia Sophia, or France from just being uncontested up here. And stealing 10 victory points of tiles right there from culture out of the Russian capital? Oof. So this is probably a second place game, because even though I quote won, unquote, the fights, I wasn't able to dominate those fights. Yeah, France was uncontested this game. The closest thing that we saw to a fight happening was like this one harassment from Egypt, but this difficult terrain meant that nothing was happening through Thebes. It had to be through this desert on Memphis. Let's see. This pyramids came out pretty early on. Double luxuries, stone and marble. Yeah, that's like a perfect game-winning pyramids. On average, a wonder either takes 2 stone or 2 marble. So getting one of each gets half a stone wonder or half a marble wonder turn. So a wonder effectively every single turn on average coming from this pyramids. This being uncontested early on. Ooh, double stone actually, yeah. This is like a game-winning pyramids if no one contests you, which is exactly what happened because Russia decided to go south. I think I might have caused that because of the early swordsman play here that they were able to defend against. But taking Shanghai, which is a really high value thing, and almost getting Beijing 5 damage away, I think if I had gotten. So this archer is only alive because of the shield wall, but if I had put an expeditionary force instead of the shield wall that first turn, assuming that they cared more about the melee units, then I would have actually taken Beijing that turn by chewing through with the berserker expeditionary force. But there's no way I could have known that they were going to choose to shoot like catapult this way, Chukonu this way was the play that I would have gone for. So I think it was correct to defend this guy twice with shield wall when once would have been game winning. But taking that risk was pushing it too far. Wait, actually, if I was thinking specifically catapult here, then the expeditionary force would have survived the hit. So this guy would have been doing 4 extra damage, which still wasn't enough to kill the swordsman, but it would have been really close. Okay, I got a second place out of that. Apparently Arabia got boxed in this corner up against Xi'an. This is probably the other reason why it was doing so well against Shanghai, is because they had a two-front war. So Moscow was losing territory to the uncontested France, which was defending really effectively. And then Beijing got sandwiched between two players. Arabia got sandwiched between two players. Egypt wasn't able to use their relatively uncontested status in order to put points on the board because I think they were lacking in resources. Like these two spaces here, if you can get mines on both of them is huge for Egypt. But this being the uh second expansion, I think it goes Memphis, Heliopolis, Thebes, then Elephantine. So this was really late into the game, no earlier than turn 4. It'd have to be turn 5, turn 6 in order to get this online. Well, this I think was turn 2, just powering out all 4 of these high value spaces. So yeah, France got a lucky hand and was uncontested, so they got an easy first placed. But fighting a two-way war, what was almost a three-way war with Egypt coming in here and getting second place out of it, I'm pretty happy with that performance. Okay, and that's the game of Hexarchy, and good night.